Ever pondered about the birth of our very own star, the Sun? Imagine a colossal swirling cloud of gas and dust spinning in the vast expanse of space. This is a solar nebula, the cradle of stars. Inevitably, the nebula's own gravity pulls it inward, causing it to collapse upon itself. As this cosmic material gathers in the nebula's heart, the pressure intensifies, the temperature soars, and a transformation begins. It's a dance of physics and chemistry, a ballet of heat, light, and gravity. This process is not swift. It's a slow, meticulous dance that takes millions of years. But eventually, the pressure and temperature reach a critical point, igniting nuclear fusion. And voila, a star is born. This is how our Sun, the radiant beacon at the center of our solar system, came into existence. Born from a cosmic cloud approximately 4.6 billion years ago, it began its journey as a star. So, our resplendent Sun was born from a cosmic cloud, beginning its life as a star. Now, what's happening inside the Sun at this very moment? Well, our radiant Sun is currently in a phase known as the main sequence, a stage it has comfortably resided in for approximately 4.5 billion years. Quite an impressive tenure, wouldn't you agree? In this vibrant stage of life, the Sun is a bustling hub of activity. At its core, a sophisticated and ceaseless process is underway. The Sun is burning hydrogen, its primary fuel, to produce helium. This nuclear fusion, as scientists refer to it, is a process that releases an enormous amount of energy. Imagine the Sun as a colossal, self-sustaining furnace, ceaselessly burning away at its heart. The hydrogen atoms, under intense pressure and heat, collide and fuse together to form helium. This fusion process is accompanied by a release of energy in the form of light and heat. This energy is not confined to the Sun's core. Instead, it slowly makes its way to the surface, a journey that can take hundreds of thousands of years. Once it reaches the Sun's surface, it radiates out into space as sunlight. This sunlight, as we know, travels 93 million miles to warm our planet, to nourish our plants, and to sustain life as we know it. But the Sun's energy does more than just provide us with light and heat. It also drives the solar wind, a constant stream of charged particles that flows out into space. This solar wind shapes and influences the environments of the planets in our solar system, including our own. And so the Sun continues its work, tirelessly burning hydrogen, producing helium, and releasing vast amounts of energy. It's a process that has been ongoing for billions of years, and will continue for billions more. The Sun, in all its blazing glory, is more than just a celestial body. It is a complex, dynamic system, a stellar phenomenon that has shaped our understanding of the universe. In short, the Sun is a massive energy factory converting hydrogen into helium. But what about the future? What happens when the Sun exhausts its hydrogen fuel? This question leads us into a fascinating journey into the distant future, a time when our beloved Sun undergoes a transformation that brings about its end. In about 5 billion years from now, our Sun will run out of the hydrogen that fuels its stellar fires. Without hydrogen to fuse into helium, the Sun's core will start to contract under the force of gravity. As the core contracts, it heats up, and this heat triggers a new phase of life for our Sun. The Sun will then start burning helium in its core, fusing it into heavier elements like carbon and oxygen. This phase of helium burning marks the beginning of the Sun's transition into a red giant. The Sun, as a red giant, will be hundreds of times larger than its current size. Its outer layers will expand so much that they'll reach out to the orbits of the inner planets, including our Earth. A red giant is a star in turmoil. Its core is contracting while its outer layers are expanding. This struggle ends with the Sun shedding its outer layers into space, creating a brilliant display known as a planetary nebula. What's left behind is the hot, dense core of the Sun, now transformed into a white dwarf. This white dwarf is about the size of Earth, but with a mass similar to the Sun. It's incredibly hot, shining brightly with the light of its residual heat, but even a white dwarf is not eternal. Over billions of years, this remnant of our Sun will slowly cool and fade away, its brilliant light dimming until it's nothing more than a cold, dark stellar corpse, marking the end of the Sun's life. So the Sun will eventually die, but not for another 5 billion years. Until then, it continues to be the life-giving star that we know and rely on. And so our journey through the life of the sun continues, a journey filled with wonder and awe at the cosmic drama unfolding in the heart of our solar system. So, we've embarked on a cosmic journey, haven't we? We've seen the birth of our sun from a swirling solar nebula, its vibrant life as it burns hydrogen into helium, and peered into the future to its quiet death as a white dwarf. Our sun, like a fiery phoenix, is a symbol of the grand cycle of life and death played out on a cosmic stage. In essence, the sun's life is a testament to the grand cycle of cosmic life and death. It's a story that reminds us of our place in this vast universe.